Secretary and dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. It's me Gaush Mohammad. My enrollment number is 00111303 CE-09. My branch is Computer Science 6th semester final year student. My session 2013 to 2016. 6 months industrial training under of garden Hassan Siddiqui assistant professor of CSE Manu Polytechnic Darbhanga. Next slide. IT partner ZNet C plus Toshiba, business partner Just Dial OLX etc. Next slide. Contents: what is hardware and networking, what is monitor, mouse and keyboard, what is hard disk, what is motherboard and processor, what is RAM and ROM, what is SMPS, what is network card, what is TMA. Next slide. Hardware and networking. Network hardware, also known as network equipment or computer network device or physical device which are required for communication and interaction between device on a computer network, especially the media data in a computer network unit which are the last receiver or generate data are called host or data terminal equipment. Next slide. Monitor. The monitor is an output device that is part of your computer display system. A cable connects the monitor to a video adapter, video card that is installed in an expansion slot on your computer motherboard. The system converts a signal into text and picture and display then on TV like a screen the monitor. Next slide. Mouse. In computing, a mouse is a pointing device that functions by detecting two-dimensional motion relative to its supporting surface. Physically, a mouse consists of an object held under one of the user hands with one or more button. Also, traditionally, a button is typically round or square. Modern mice have a spring-loaded region of their top surface that operates switch when pressed down. Light. It's something feature other elements such as wheels which allow the user to perform various system-dependent operation or extra button or feature that can add more control or dimensional input. The mouse motion typically translates into the motion of a cursor on display, which allow for fine control of a graphical user interface. Next slide. Keyboard. As the name implies, a keyboard is basically a board of keys. The keys design comes from the originally typewriter keyboard, which arranged letters and numbers in a way that prevented the type bars from getting jammed when typing quickly. This keyboard layout is known as the Quitree design, which gets its name from the first 6 letters across in the upper left hand corner for the keyboard. Next slide. What is hard disk? Hard disk is a magnetic disk on which you can store computer data. The term hard is used to distinguish is from a soft or floppy disk. Hard disks hold more data and are faster than floppy disks. Next slide. Motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board of your computer and is also known as the main board or logic board. If you ever open your computer, the biggest piece of silicon you see is the motherboard. Attached to the motherboard, you find the CPU, ROM, and memory expansion slot, PCI slot, and USB port. It also includes control for devices like the hard drive, DVD drive, keyboard, and mouse. Basically, the motherboard is what makes everything in your computer works together. Next slide. Processor. The CPU, the chip or chips that interpret and execute program instruction and manage the function of input and output storage device. Next slide. RAM. Random access memory is an important component of memory unit. Whatever information we enter into the computer that exists in RAM, it remains there till we are working in an application or computer gets its power supply. It is a volatile memory. Data and instructions are temporarily stored in the RAM during processing. If the computer is switched off, data is lost ever forever. Next slide. ROM. ROM is standard for read-only memory. It is so called as user can only read from it and cannot write into the primary user. ROM is storing the booting procedure, which is an initially program to start up the computer when power is switched on. A switch mode SMPS. A switch mode power supply is an electronic circuit that converts power using switching devices that are turned or and off at high frequency, and storage components such as inductor or capacitor to supply power when the switching device is in its non-conduction state. Next slide. Network card, a circuit board that connect the computer to the rest of the network, usually using a special cable. Next slide. DMA direct memory access channel are assigned for DMA. Not all the NIC cards have DMA. Never PCI technology used for expansion slot have made DMA somewhat absolute. Next slide. Conclusion. The base non-computer is the internet. Computer network support applications such as access to the World Wide Web, shared use of application and storage, server, printer and fixed machine, use of email and instant messaging application, and so on. Next slide. Thank you.